I could eat the whole bowl myself. Ain't no doubt about it. That's amazing.
Hey friends, this is Angela from Art of Creation Homestead. You're in the kitchen with me again. We're still working on Thanksgiving sides. So today we are going to make homemade cranberry sauce with pineapple. You haven't lived till you've had homemade cranberry sauce with pineapple in it. The pineapple goes so well with it. I am using a jar of my home canned pineapple. If you don't have home canned pineapple, then you can just use a regular can of pineapple chunks. You want chunks, not crushed, not tidbits. You want chunks. Now I'll show you why. See what I have in here? I have taken my home canned pineapple that was in chunks, and I've just took a fork. You just take a fork and you kind of mash those chunks into pieces. And see, it's a little bit bigger than crushed that way. It's a little bit bigger than crushed, but it's smaller than tidbits. So you get a nice rough crush, which is more what you want for this, but you want it to still have some texture, so that that texture can cook into your sauce. Because this isn't really going to cook that long. Once you taste this, you will never buy that canned junk again. So, see, it's all mashed up now. And see, it's just a rough crush. And the benefits of that, you have this glorious pineapple juice that's in your can or in your jar. And we're going to use this instead of water. Instead of putting water in your cranberry sauce, you're going to put pineapple juice, which is going to make it even better. So come over to the stove with me and we'll get started on cooking this. So in this pot, we have a 12-ounce bag of fresh whole cranberries. This is going to be a whole berry cranberry sauce. It's not going to be that Jell-O stuff. It's going to be a whole berry cranberry sauce, and it's going to be awesome. So we've washed those really good. Pulled out any that may have been bad, because you'll get a few that are not so good, and put them in a sauce pot. Now we are going to add 1.5 cups of sugar, which you don't have to use as much sugar. Normally homemade cranberry sauce takes more sugar than this. You don't have to add as much sugar because of that pineapple. That pineapple is going to make a difference in that. You're not going to have to add as much sugar. So that's an awesome thing. Now we are going to add that rough crushed pineapple, if I can say it, and the juice that was in the bowl. And we are going to add the juice that was in the can. But you don't want to add all of it. You want to add about 3/4 of a cup, which was exactly what I had in my jar. So that's about 3/4 of a cup of pineapple juice from your can or your jar. If you don't have quite that much, just add a little bit of water to make it up to 3/4 of a cup. Now, you want to stir all of that around. And see, I'm just using the fork that I crushed up my pineapple with. And now, you want to turn this on medium heat, and you just want to let it cook. Stir it often so that it doesn't scorch. You just want to let that cook over medium heat and your cranberries will start to burst and become really soft and jelly-like, and it will start to thicken, and that's what you want. That should take about 10 to 15 minutes or so. I nearly forgot to tell you, you do not want to do this right before you're going to eat your Thanksgiving dinner. You want to do this in advance. You want to do it that morning or the night before. It's one of those things you can do in advance because this needs to chill. You want this to chill in the refrigerator. The longer it chills, the thicker it's going to get, the better the flavors are going to marry, the better it's going to taste. So you want this to chill. So do it early, or the night before, or the day before. As you can see, some of those cranberries are starting to pop. See, you can see the skin start to split on them. That's what you want. And you're gonna hear squeaking and popping and all these strange noises coming from your pot. It's okay, it's just the cranberries. So when they start to pop like that, you start to see them pop. Now you want to add the next element of flavor. You are going to, at this point, you are going to add 1/4 of a teaspoon. Just a little. You don't want a lot, because you don't want this to be spiced cranberry sauce. You just want this to be cranberry sauce with a little hint of something, something. So you want to stir that allspice in. So that's just 1/4 of a teaspoon of allspice. And you want to stir that in. And like I said, it's not going to be spiced cranberry sauce. That allspice is just going to add a little hint of something, something that's going to make your cranberry sauce stand out above everybody else's. Between the pineapple and that allspice, yours is going to be the best cranberry sauce anybody's ever tasted. And you probably heard that pop. You will hear pops, a lot of pops, as the skin start to split and everything, and they start to cook. So now that they're starting to split, now it'll only be about maybe 10 to 15 minutes until they'll start to cook really good, because right now you're at a gentle boil. It'll come to a better boil, and it'll only take about 10 to 15 minutes or so. Once it starts doing that, it doesn't take long to have delicious cranberry sauce. I'll be back and show you what it looks like when it's almost there. As you can see, it's boiling really good now. And it's starting to thicken up on us, and it's only been about 5 minutes, and it's already starting to thicken up beautifully. But as you can see, it has a lot of foam. Well, if you've watched any of my canning videos where I've been canning jam, I've told you that little canner's trick about when you're making jam. To get rid of that foam, that you throw in about 1/2 teaspoon of butter. So you want to do that in this case as well. Throw in about 1/2 teaspoon of butter, and it will drastically reduce that amount of foam that's in there. That foam, you can eat that foam. It's fine. It just won't look as pretty with the foam in it. And see, it's already reducing the amount of foam drastically. So now we're going to let this finish cooking until it's starts to get nice and thick. When it gets to this point though, you want to also stir it a little more frequently, because you don't want it to scorch. And at this point, it can scorch very easily. And as you can see, just while I've been stirring it, just by that little 1/2 teaspoon of butter, that foam is completely gone. Now you're left with just this glorious, getting very thick cranberry sauce with pineapple. You will not regret giving up the canned junk for this. By the way, if you find any cranberries in there that haven't popped, just take the back of your spoon and mash them against the side of your pot, and they'll pop really easily. And this is getting glorious. It's getting absolutely beautiful. And it's only been about 7 or 8 minutes. See, good cranberry sauce don't take no time. And it's already getting so thick and so beautiful that we're about ready to pull it already. And it hasn't even been 10 minutes. See, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That is absolutely gorgeous. And the smell is amazing. You don't get the smell like this from that can. You're not going to get this taste from a can either. Okay, we've pulled it off now. And look at this gloriousness. Look at this. It's not even dripping off the spoon. It is so thick and so glorious. And it tastes amazing. It tastes absolutely delicious. So now we are going to pour this up into a bowl. And I'm just using the same bowl that I crushed my pineapple up in. Doesn't matter. Now we're just going to pour this up into a bowl. You want to cover this up with some plastic wrap or a lid, whichever you do. And you want to chill this. That's the key. You want to chill this for anywhere from 6 to 8 hours or overnight. You can do this the night before, chill it overnight. It's just going to get better in your fridge. It's just going to get thicker. It's just going to get better. When you put that plastic wrap on top of there, you don't want to create condensation to make it watery. So you want to take your plastic wrap and you want to put it right down on top. You want to mash it right down on top of your cranberry sauce so that you don't create condensation in there. See, just like you would do if you're trying to keep skin from getting on homemade pudding or pie. See, now you won't get the condensation. Now this is going to go in the fridge. Our cranberry sauce is thoroughly chilled now, and as you can see, it's completely set up. It's not even falling out of the bowl when you turn it up. So you can either unmold it like that and then scoop it out onto your plate, or you can do what I'm going to do and give it a little stir. I like mine loosened up a little bit, so I'm going to give mine a little stir. And as you can see, it's a beautiful color. And see, now you have a beautiful cranberry sauce that did not come from a can. Now we'll let Jason taste it.
Okay, y'all. I'm gonna sit here. I just came over here in Angela's case, so this is delicious. So I need to try it on camera. Right. Oh wow. That's amazing, y'all. I could eat the whole bowl myself. There ain't no doubt about it. That's amazing. So if you're looking for a good, delicious, not canned cranberry sauce that really will just make everybody go, holy heck, do that one, alright? I thank you guys for watching so much. We do appreciate it. My name is Jason. This is Art of Creation Homestead. And the brilliant lady back there is Angela K, by the way. Okay. So thank you guys for watching. We love you guys. God bless you and goodbye.